Losing a job, an opportunity to rediscover yourself. In today's fast-paced and unpredictable world, losing a job is no longer an uncommon event. With constant shifts in the economy, corporate restructuring, and rapidly evolving technologies replacing traditional industries, millions of people around the globe face unemployment each year. However, instead of viewing job loss as a failure, many have come to see it as an opportunity, a chance to reflect, rediscover hidden passions, and chart a new course for the future. Job loss, a shock and a turning point. Losing a job is undeniably a major shock. It impacts more than just your finances. It can shake your confidence and leave you questioning your self-worth. Many people experience confusion, a sense of aimlessness, or even mild depression. Yet in those very moments of hardship, we're given a rare chance to look inward and reconnect with parts of ourselves that the busy routines of life have buried. J.K. Rowling, author of the famed Harry Potter series, once shared that it was only after losing her job, living in poverty, and feeling like she had nothing left to lose, that she began writing the very first pages of the story that would change her life. She said, "Failure meant a stripping away of the inessential. I stopped pretending to myself that I was anything other than what I was." Her experience reminds us that job loss doesn't have to be the end. It can be a powerful turning point toward unexpected possibilities. Looking inward, what truly makes you feel alive? In the hustle and grind of modern life, many of us get swept up in our jobs, chasing financial goals or societal expectations, often without stopping to ask ourselves, do I really enjoy what I'm doing? Losing a job forces a pause, and in that stillness, something precious can emerge. This is an ideal time for honest self-reflection. You might ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my values and desires? Do my daily tasks energize me, or do they feel like obligations? What did I dream of becoming when I was younger, and where did that dream go? Journaling, meditating, having heartfelt conversations with loved ones, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of coffee in a corner cafe can help you tap into the deeper parts of your soul, where your truest longings reside. Using the time to learn and grow. Instead of letting time slip away in worry and sadness, unemployment can actually become a valuable period to upskill and explore new knowledge that you previously didn't have time for. There are countless free or affordable online courses in nearly every field imaginable, from programming, design, marketing, writing, to meditation, communication, and leadership. Take the case of Michael Johnson, a software engineer who was laid off from a tech company in Austin, Texas, in 2021. During his time out of work, he dove into learning about blockchain technology and joined communities focused on developing decentralized applications. Not long after, he launched his own tech startup, and it quickly gained traction. If it weren't for that in-between period, he might have remained in the safety of his comfort zone, never unlocking his full potential. Rediscovering passion and exploring new fields. Many people stay in jobs that don't truly satisfy them for years, often for the sake of stability or a good salary. Losing a job can be a liberating moment, freeing you from that invisible weight. It's an invitation to revisit hobbies and passions that may have been pushed aside. Did you love drawing? Try selling your artwork online. Have a knack for writing? Start a blog or work on short stories. Passionate about cooking? Maybe a YouTube cooking channel could become your launchpad. One inspiring example is Rachel Thompson, who worked as an accountant for over a decade. After being laid off due to company downsizing, she began creating videos sharing personal finance tips and household budgeting advice. To her surprise, within just a year, her TikTok channel attracted over 500,000 followers, and she became a prominent voice in the personal finance space. Rebuilding yourself from mindset to daily habits. The period of unemployment, often seen as a time of being disconnected from the world, can actually become a precious opportunity to reconnect more deeply with yourself. It's the perfect moment to rebuild not just your outer routines, but also your inner landscape, your mindset, beliefs, and daily habits. When the whirlwind of work no longer consumes your time, you're finally able to pause and ask, how have I been living? Am I treating my body, my mind, and my dreams with the kindness they deserve? Start with the simplest things, waking up early to breathe in fresh morning air, reading a few pages of a good book to nourish your soul and expand your thinking, exercising to care for your body, and eating mindfully to nurture yourself from within. These seemingly small acts, when practiced consistently, lay the foundation for a new version of you, one that is stronger, calmer, and more self-assured. At the same time, unemployment is also a golden chance to develop self-discipline, something many people lose in the busyness of everyday life. Without a manager setting deadlines or a team depending on you, you become your own guide. Setting daily goals, sticking to a schedule, and following through on your commitments trains your ability to stay focused and self-motivated, an invaluable skill whether you're returning to the workforce, starting a business, or pursuing a completely new path. More importantly, this is a time to refresh your mindset. Shift your thinking from "I lost my job" to "I've been given the chance to start over." You can choose to cultivate a positive, proactive, and growth-oriented attitude. Instead of blaming yourself or sinking into regret, view this pause as a necessary chapter break, not an ending, but a moment of stillness that prepares you for your next big leap. As Tony Robbins, one of the world's most renowned motivational speakers, once said, "Every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow." You can either choose to be a victim or a creator. Indeed, this difficult period can become the moment you reinvent yourself. No one else can do that for you. It's your decision. Will you remain stuck in fear and regret, or will you rise up and begin shaping your life anew? Small actions, big shifts. Some people turn to meditation to better manage their emotions. Others begin writing the book they've always dreamed of. And some simply start waking up an hour earlier each morning to take care of themselves. These actions may seem small, but little by little, they add up, and over time, you'll begin to see real change. You don't need to do anything grand or dramatic. Just living a little better today than you did yesterday is already a powerful step toward building a stronger, more grounded future. So why not start today? Why not shift from being a victim of circumstance to becoming the active creator of a life that genuinely reflects who you are and what you truly want? Rediscovering what truly matters. Losing a job isn't just a financial or professional disruption. On a deeper level, it can also be a profound opportunity to confront a question that's simple to ask but hard to answer. What am I really living for? In the fast-paced rhythm of work life, many people get caught in an endless race of busyness, late nights, overtime, skipped family dinners, canceled plans with friends, or neglecting self-care. All in pursuit of what society defines as success, a high salary, a prestigious title, a life that looks impressive from the outside. But is that what you truly long for? Or is it just what you were taught to chase? The time after a job loss, though it may feel empty at first, is actually a precious pause. A space where you can return to the values that matter most, which may have been forgotten in the rush. Without deadlines or back-to-back meetings, you can finally listen to your body, notice what sparks joy, and tune into the simple moments that make life feel meaningful. You might come to realize that what you really need isn't a fancy job title, but peace of mind at the end of the day. Not constant hustle, but a warm family dinner. Not recognition, but the feeling of contributing, whether to others, your community, or simply to your own growth. Take a moment to reflect. Try sitting down and writing out the things you once loved but have forgotten. The values you used to hold dear but may have faded in the hustle for survival. The people you want to keep close, and what you hope others will remember about you when you're no longer here. Maya Angelou, the beloved poet and civil rights activist, once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel." So ask yourself, are you living in a way that touches the hearts of others? Or just existing as another cog in the machine? Reclaiming your core values doesn't mean giving up on ambition or turning your back on success. It means gaining clarity on why you want those things. When your reasons are rooted in something meaningful, the journey becomes lighter, more sustainable. You may still want to be wealthy, but perhaps it's so you can care for your loved ones. You may still want a high-ranking position, but maybe it's to use your voice to uplift your community. In that case, success is no longer a burden, it becomes a powerful tool to serve a greater purpose. Rediscovering what truly matters also strengthens your ability to make aligned decisions. You'll be better equipped to say no to jobs that force you to betray your true self. You'll be brave enough to stop when you're heading in the wrong direction. And most importantly, you'll have the courage to pursue what makes you feel truly alive and true to who you are. This is the first step in redrawing the map of your life. Not with shaky lines built on others' expectations, but with bold, honest strokes that come from within. And when you know what matters most, every step you take, big or small, will carry meaning, direction, and the kind of wholehearted presence that makes your journey deeply worth living. Reconnect with community and discover new inspiration. During the difficult period of unemployment, one of the most powerful ways to overcome feelings of isolation and emptiness is by reaching out and reconnecting with the community around you. Join support groups, career forums, workshops, or experience sharing events. Even simple activities, like joining a book club, a photography group, a running team, or a local startup community, can act as powerful catalysts that bring fresh perspectives and renewed energy. When you meet others who have walked a similar path, you begin to realize you're not alone. Every person carries their own story of setbacks, resilience, unexpected opportunities, and personal transformation. Many have shared that it was through a chance encounter at a community meetup or a networking event that they discovered a new idea, received a collaboration offer, or even landed a job they never would have considered before. Community, at its core, is not just a place to be heard, it's fertile ground where seeds of rebirth are sown. You might also consider giving your time to volunteer work, nonprofit projects, or local social initiatives, not just to pass the time, but to live with intention. When we support others, we are also healing ourselves. Even a small contribution to something larger than yourself can bring a deep sense of purpose, confidence, and connection to life. You could tutor underprivileged children, join an environmental campaign, or simply team up with friends to organize small acts of kindness in your neighborhood. These experiences can help you develop soft skills, expand your social network, and most importantly, cultivate gratitude, which is essential for keeping a positive mindset during vulnerable times. And in today's digital age, where technology allows you to connect across borders, don't hesitate to explore global platforms. Engage on professional networks like LinkedIn, or join online communities dedicated to startups, digital skills, and lifelong learning. You might find an online course that sparks a new passion, make international friends, or connect with a mentor, someone who can not only guide you professionally, but also help you rediscover your own worth and potential. As the writer Helen Keller once said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." So don't keep yourself locked away in the narrow room of anxiety and fear. Step outside, reach out, share, because perhaps the inspiration you're searching for isn't hidden in a book or a life lesson. It might be waiting in a handshake, a smile, or an unexpected story from a stranger. It is community, with its empathy, new opportunities, and genuine friendships, that can build a bridge for you to return to a meaningful life. It can guide you from a place of disorientation toward a hopeful and inspired journey of rediscovery. Entrepreneurship: the choice of the brave. Many people, after losing their jobs, choose to start their own businesses, something they had once dreamed of but never dared to pursue due to fear of failure. Being pushed out of your comfort zone can sometimes be the nudge you need to finally take that leap. Yes, entrepreneurship comes with risks. But it also holds immense potential, if you have a solid idea, careful planning, and a resilient spirit. In today's digital era, all you need is a laptop and an internet connection to create a product or service and reach millions around the world. What once seemed distant can now become a tangible path, one shaped by your own creativity and vision. Redefining success: a return to what truly matters. Losing a job, whether unexpected or long anticipated, is always a jolt in life's journey. But once the initial shock fades, what often emerges is a precious opportunity, the chance to reflect and redefine what success really means. For so long, many of us have been conditioned to equate success with titles, wealth, luxury, and public approval. But in the quiet aftermath of losing all those labels, no job title, no meetings, no monthly paycheck, you may find yourself asking, did any of that truly make me happy? Maybe, just maybe, true success isn't measured by external applause, but by inner peace. Maybe it's the ability to wake up with a sense of purpose, to spend time with people you love, to live in alignment with your values. And sometimes, it takes losing what we once clung to finally return to what truly matters. In that moment of awakening, many people began to discover a completely different form of success. One that was deeper, more everyday, and more authentic. Some realized that success is simply waking up each morning with a sense of peace and gratitude. Others found that doing work they love, even if it doesn't pay much, but allows them to be themselves, that is true happiness. Some started to cherish dinner with their family, relaxed weekend afternoons with their kids, or peaceful strolls in the park. All those seemingly small things turned out to be what they had once sacrificed and traded away, to chase a definition of success imposed by others. As American essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "Success is knowing that even one life breathed easier because of your existence." That quote gently reminds us that success doesn't have to be grand or measured by material wealth or fame. It can simply be living kindly, living meaningfully, and living fully with yourself and those around you. Redefining success is also the first step to building a new direction in life. When you understand what truly makes you feel fulfilled, you will make different choices. A job that fits better, a slower pace of life, and deeper relationships. You will no longer be haunted by achievements or fear falling behind, because you clearly know what really matters to you. And that's when you step out of the realm of comparison and competition, entering a space of freedom and lasting peace. Believe that every crisis, even losing a job, exists for a reason. They come to awaken you, to make you pause and ask yourself, have I been living true to what I believe? Maybe in the rush of life, you accidentally lost yourself. And losing your job is just life's way of reminding you to return, to come back to your true values. And if you find yourself at that crossroads, feeling lost and unsure, remember this. Every person's journey is unique. There is no one-size-fits-all formula for success, and no standard you must follow. Sometimes, those unexpected detours, the stops that seem like tragedies, are actually doors opening to a different life, deeper, more genuine, and happier. So, don't be afraid of losing your job. See it as an invitation to redefine yourself, and to rewrite your own definition of success in your own way. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope these thoughts can help you find peace and motivation on the journey ahead. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share it with those who might need it, and leave a comment with your thoughts. I'd love to hear your story. See you in the next videos on Everyday Whisper Stories.